It's gone. So as you can see, the chimney is now gone. That's the hole that's left into it. There's the hole going up to the roof, and there we are going into the basement. Wait till you see what they did in the basement, because this is stupid. But as you can see here, there is lots of room in the kitchen and dining room. If I come over here, you can see how much room we got here. And I'll show you what upstairs looks like too. But it's gone. All right, so here's the bathroom and the closets that were butted up against it. There's the hole. And this bathroom now is going to be much, much bigger. Like, it's a lot easier to see when you take the chimney out of here. I am not stepping on this floor. Like, I'm not going to stand on it because that's not cool. That's not cool. But as you can see here, I mean, like, it is amazing how much more room that creates in here. That, you know, this is where the bathroom was. You know, this was the doorway. You know, there's the radiator. That's where the toilet was. That's where the sink was, and that's where the tub was. So, like, that's where everything ended, was pretty much right where they cut the hole in the floor. But if you just come over this way where this closet was, so you can see there's the chimney. Like, this is all going to be bathroom here now. Is pretty much all of that. You know, it's not exactly double the size, but it's like size and a half at least. So this is probably basically about here is where you'd walk in. The sink would go there, and then probably the tub shower would be somewhere either there or here, and then the toilet would probably go over here now. Like, we'll keep that the most hidden, so it's the most private. And then if you come over this way, you can make out the faint outlines of where the original closet was for this bedroom. Well, we're not doing that. This is just going to be like a 2-foot wide closet, like the ones that are that we had in Westbury. So you can pretty much use the chimney hole is basically 2 feet. So, like, if you just stretch that this way, that's pretty much how a closet would go in here. But yeah, so this is all going to be basically from here. You know, if you take the edge of the chimney there and now go back, like, that's all going to be bathroom. So that's going to be a much bigger bathroom. And there's the patched hole in the roof. I'll take you outside in a bit and show you that the roof has all new shingles on it. And then there's the hole going all the way into the basement. So you can see here that there's just so much more room. It's amazing how much easier it is to see once the chimney is out, that there's just plenty of space in here to really do what we want. If I swing around to where the sink and everything used to be, you know, looking back towards the dining room, you can just see how much this opens up. So, you know, we need to get the designer in here. Hopefully Joe will have her in. If he hasn't had her in already, hopefully it'll be this week, and she can get her plans done, because we really got to figure out the best way to utilize this space, which, again, I'm looking through the wall that separates the living room and the kitchen, but it's just incredible how much of an open space that is. If I come over here to the opening from the dining room into the living room, like, it's just you just can see how open that is. And then this view is basically from the new foyer. I'm looking through the window from the porch into the dining room. But this is pretty much what you would walk into when you enter the front door of the house, is you'd see something along the lines of this. So as you can see, once the chimney, now that it's gone, there's just space to do really whatever we want. All right, now this is just the stupidest thing. I have no idea why they did this. I'm going to have Joe change it. But because the chimney is out, we needed a new chimney. I'll take you outside and show it to you, to vent the gas from the furnace, so we don't end up with carbon monoxide poisoning. So they had to vent it out, and it's in a fine spot outside, but to get there, they had to cross a pipe through the basement to do it. And this is where they decided to put the damn thing. Like, it cuts right across where the washer, dryer, and slop sink are, rather than going where the chimney used to be. I have no idea what they were thinking doing this. So, I mean, look at this. Look how stupid this is. Like, here is where... I just hit my head on it. All right, so here is where the chimney used to be. And you can see the furnace needs to vent into something. But they decided to cross the damn vent here. And like that's where it goes out outside in the house, which is in a fine spot. But if I come over here, like there's all of this wall space they could have easily used. And then they could have cut across over here. But instead, they put this thing on a stupid diagonal. I just don't understand what they were thinking, why they decided, oh, we'll just use the most direct spot. Like, I'm not going to use the washer and dryer. Like, look at this. That's, like, I don't know if this is coming across as just how I'm walking straight in, and that's where it is. Like, there's the sink, and there's the damn pipe. Instead of using this wall space, which is open, and just dragging it across here. Like, it would have been a simple 90-degree angle to get there, and I don't know why they didn't do that. There you go, looking straight up at the roof. That's where the chimney used to be. There's the big hole that's in the kitchen now. And down into that. So here is where they put the new chimney, which as you can see goes straight up there. And I know it kind of looks like shit right now, but Joe said we'll just close it in once we redo all the siding and whatnot. But we needed, obviously, this temporary thing for now because the heat is still on in the house to make sure the pipes don't freeze. And we got to have something to be able to vent outside. So, I mean, honestly, it looks fine. You can't even see it from the front of the house. And as he said, he'll make a little box to put around it that will make it just look like it's part of the house. So basically, it's just going to be a new chimney, but that's the actual chimney inside. It's not going to be brick. It's just going to be this aluminum piping. Still more leaves growing into the house. So, yeah. That's where it is. And this spot actually next to it, this is where the air conditioning unit's going to go. And then that'll probably take the same path up into the attic for the air handler. So yeah, that's what this space is going to be utilized for. But I mean, look at that. All this crap just growing into here. That's why all this is going to get removed. And now I said the house was sinking. You know what I mean? Like this stuff, as you can see, is falling apart. There it is again. That's all. That's all obviously gotta come out and get replaced. Look at that, the pine tree. It's still holding on. Yeah. That is all going to get replaced as well. New doors and new siding. The roof can stay because the roof is new. So there's the new profile of the house. You can see there is no chimney anymore, and that top roof is that is all new shingles on it. They completely redid the roof, which was going to get done anyway, but they obviously had to do it to waterproof the place because otherwise it would have been a big damn hole in the roof. But I know I'm only standing here by the the street. As you can see though, you really can't see the chimney until you get over here, the new one. And that'll be mostly closed in, I'm assuming. I don't know exactly how much it's going to look like. If you look at John's over here, you can see he has that little thing on the top that's pretty much exactly like what we got. So I guess it'll just be boxed in, and it'll have that little cap up there to vent. So it'll look like the rest of the house. But that's what it looks like now. This is what the kitchen and dining room would look like from the basement steps. So when you walk in from the back door, this is what you're seeing. Again, like, remember, this is where the refrigerator used to be and the cabinets used to be there. It was just you walked right into it. But now I'm not sure exactly what's going to go in this area that might be counter space, but at the very least, the top part should be open. So you'll be able to walk in and you'll look right into the dining room and the new foyer. So again, just much more open in here, even though Ariel and I are not fans of open concepts for a kitchen and dining room. That's a different story. Like we said, this wall is going to stay in some way, shape, or form to separate the eating area from the living area. And then the steps will be separating everything from the sleeping area. I didn't mention it in the last video, but you see these beams up here. These are load bearing, and as Joe pointed out to me, that one right there is holding on by about 1/16 of an inch, and like that's one of the bedrooms upstairs. Like that's where the bathroom, the new bathroom for the master, is going to be right there, and that beam is kind of barely holding on. And as Joe pointed out, like that's the way the house was built. It's nothing that Dad did or anything happened. Just that's the way it went. You could see like they don't go across like they're supposed to. They barely just make it, and then that's where they say, all right, we'll just nail those together and be done with it. As Vinny said, some of the things that were done in this house, they must have been done on a Sunday. But that's what some of these that go across, they are in desperate need of going further across, shall we say. So they're probably going to have to get replaced, not just like extended or put little Band-Aids on them. They're going to have to actually get legitimately replaced. So that was more progress just a week later from the last one that I sent you. So hopefully things keep moving at this accelerated pace now finally, and we can get this show on the road. But hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you soon.